Hats are everywhere in a musical on stage this weekend.
The characters use their hats to tell many tales in life. Rhonda Moore gives us a sneak peek of the play Crowns.
When my grandmother dragged me to church at 6 a.m., I mostly slept. I love hats, but you know, hats are like my own thing.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go. Good morning. That is one of the scenes from the musical Crowns, and that is the lead character, Yolanda. And joining me now is Charlie Schaefer, and he is the director. So Charlie, tell me a little bit about this play. What is it about?
It is basically an exploration of the African-American tradition of women wearing things on their heads. They've just expanded it so that we can understand the cultural and history of why it is so important to African-American to wear hats and to wear shrouds and to wear head rags and everything that connects them to kind of their ancestral history. But it's an adaptation of a book of collected stories from women who actually went through certain moments of history in their time, whether it was through the fight for rights or whether it was for a different religion or what have you. They basically brought to life their own personal experience. A patron brought me the idea a couple of years ago. This was done at Cincinnati Playhouse at the Park, and they loved the show so much they came to see another African-American show that we had done here called Jar the Floor, and they thought we were just the perfect venue and the perfect band of talent that I could get together here in Middletown and in the surrounding area. And so we thought, what a perfect time to do it.
And if you missed the performance of Crowns last weekend, well, this coming weekend is your last chance to see it. It is Friday and Saturday. It's at 8 p.m. It's at the Middletown Lyric Theater. It's at 1530 Central Avenue. And we'll be back at 8:05 and we'll have more from the musical Crowns. Back to you guys.
They sound awesome.
Yeah, they do. Really good. It is a lively play with a lot of great sounding music.
And the characters wear hats for every occasion, from social functions to funeral. Rhonda Moore gives us a sample of Crowns.
An elderly man dashed to my door to help me. My mom was in the car and the other older women, but he wasn't worried about anything but helping me, the lady in the hat.
I'm singing Mary.
Oh, Mary, don't you weep.
Tell Martha not to moan.
Tell Martha not to moan. Good morning. That's a scene from the musical Crowns. It is the funeral scene. And joining me now is Charlie Schaefer, and he's the director of this musical.
We do a funeral section where each woman has a connection with a hat in their life, and they have a little moment with the audience and with themselves about the remembrance.
Now tell me a little bit about the Middletown Lyric Theater for people who are not familiar with it.
That's our 35th anniversary season this year. We have been around, and this is our 6th year in this space. It was started by a group of friends, and we just have a great time, and we reach out to the community as much as we can. And we do about 9 productions a year. And by doing an ethnic piece, we bring in a completely different audience that we may not otherwise see.
And how many people are in this cast?
7.
And how did you pick them?
Through an audition process. Every show that we do, there's an audition process, and they come in and show us what they can do, and then we go through and we pick the ones that we think are best for the piece. We try to get a broad variety from all over the area.
All right, well, if you missed the performance of Crowns last weekend, this coming weekend is your last chance to see it. It's Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. at the Middletown Lyric Theater at 1530 Central Avenue. And we'll be back at 8:50 and we'll talk to some of the cast members. Back to you guys.
All right, seems like it's going to be a great show. Every time I hear them, they sound awesome.
They do sound really good. I want them to keep going, but we got to keep going too. Thanks, Rhonda.
We just know inside that we're queens and that these are the crowns we wear.
Good morning. This is the final scene from Crowns, the musical.
You can flirt with a fan, but you can really flirt with a hat.
Under those hats, there's a lot of joy and a lot of sorrow.
When you present yourself before God, there should be excellence in all things, including your appearance.
Listen, never touch my hat. You admire it from a distance.
You only got the one head.
I bought that hat and strutted out just like I strutted in. I got a crown, you got a crown, all the God's children got a crown. When I get to heaven, gonna put on my crown, gonna walk all over God's heaven. Heaven, everybody's talking about heaven, ain't going there. I'm gonna walk all over God's
Joining me now is Amberly Winfrey, and she plays Yolanda, and you're the lead character.
Yes.
Tell me about your character.
My character is a little bit rough and tumble. She's had a hard past, and her brother's just been killed, and she's dealing with some difficulty in life, and she's been sent down south to get some education and reform. This is my first show with Middletown, and it's been fun. From what I've seen, there are only fantastic shows, and there's fantastic talent. This is something I never would have known about. I chanced upon it, and it's just a gem.
If you missed the performance of Crowns last weekend, this coming weekend is your last chance to see it. It's Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. at the Middletown Lyric Theater at 1530 Central Avenue. Back to you guys.